Greg Kingy. Yes, Greg Kingy and Simon Yeremia coming in today because, Gary Kingy, with the head coach, not here today because of COVID reasons. So I'm sure Henry Nicholas and Sean Witanga are watching today. Kia ora guys, enjoy watching your teams play today. Richie Barnett with me, as I touched on earlier. This game should be a cracker.
Should be a cracker, and of course the Akarana versus the Counties Manukau Stingrays is always a fierce competition in any sports that we play through it. Gary Kingy, I was lucky enough to know through the system of touch football and Counties Manukau with my son, so he knows, he loves his rugby league. He's got a lot of knowledge there, and I'm looking forward to this matchup. And last week, obviously with Akarana, 45% completion rate, it was not good, but there was so many positives, and I'm sure there's a lot of work-ons as well.
Well, the other issue here too, heading into this game, Richie, is the fact that Akarana have one game under their belt, Counties don't. Do you think that's going to be a factor in the match?
It's always an advantage, knowing that your systems are in place when you're working. There's no better feeling going out and testing it on the field, and that's certainly an advantage for them. But equally, it's also an advantage for the opposing side with the energy and the excitement of their first game on the paddock.
Parkinson's the referee for this clash. Very experienced referee, and I'm sure he'll enjoy himself here. So we're all set here at Trust Stadium. Counties Manukau to kick off. 35-minute halves in the under-20s. Bit of a breeze behind Counties Manukau, blowing from kind of the northwest, and it's a good carry from straight off the bat here. Kenny Tower from Waitemata. This is home ground as we see a good carry from Sebastian Sewer, one of the standouts last week, no question about it. Slow play the ball, a penalty being risked, being conceded there by Counties Manukau as Davies rather. Ball playing, big back rower, good defence, hard working player as White fires it out to Papuni Abbott. Big, tall, athletic front rower. Strong game from him last week, 2 against the South Island. And now Payne hits a hard, but he's tackled nicely there. A very good tackle coming in. And now Fiatau Kauhiva gets to the kick. So a good completion there. And Counties Manukau getting their first taste of the action now through Pale.
Well, that was a very simple set that they need to get to the kick, which was a problematic area last week. Henry Nicholas was on to them about that. One of the key areas of their game that he was really excited about, their ability, their hit and stick and their wrestle, getting all the players on the ground. He focuses on that during training, and you can see it in action now.
Our defence is going to be critical in this game. Tanielu and also Pali'i make a good tackle. Anthony Naitoko, one of the players back from last year's competition, was an Auckland Blues player. And he plays the ball right on the halfway. That was Tiko at dummy half. But fast play the ball here. County's got a bit of a roll on here as Ford kicks it. Good high kick too. It's not easy. Here's a chance for Counties. It had a lot of height on it. And there was a knock on there. Excellent kick there to end set. And Counties Manukau are going to have a scrum 10 metres out.
Love pressure kicks, and that was the right thing to do. Last week we mentioned there was no real pressure kicks on the fullback last weekend. Brilliant one with a swirling wind. You can see Kama there had no idea where that was going to go. He wasn't confident. You could see his body language, and that's a good result there for Counties Manukau Stingrays.
So not easy kick there at all. And now Ezekiel Start is carrying the ball close to the line, but he's driven back nicely, and a good tackle from Tyson Davies. Ezekiel Start, the Otahu player. Here is Holloban. Played for Northland in last year's under-20s. He's the captain of the Counties Manukau Stingrays team. 5 metres out. You see number 10 here, Liang Waimilo. No, the player has used a decoy, and there is a try. Looks like it is Madison Tikio who's gone over to score the dummy half. And a nice try right next to the post too, and Counties get the advantage.
Well, that looked exciting from a mistake from the winger Kama. And then, of course, they penetrated through the middle there. It looked like the A defender rushed out and opened a gaping hole there for Tikau to get through. And what a start for Counties Manukau Stingrays. A lot of confidence now built on their very first game. But you can see here 3 players lying on the ground. And 1 line on the ground there. See the A defender moves out, doesn't tuck into that hole, doesn't close that hole up. Icing on the cake for the young fella to get through. the number 9 to go, Madison.
Yeah, good try scored by him. Already part of the Otahu Leopards senior Fox Memorial team. Come through the system nicely. An Auckland under-16s player from Rd2 College. And has experience in the outside backs too. And it really was all set up by a kick from this man here, Te Ariki Ford. That was a really good kick. How effective a high bomb can be in swirling conditions. And that kick, nice and handy to the post. 6-0. 2 counties.
Well, I always think it's a real good option to place the ball up high in any condition. It's a 50-50 proposition. And I think with a spiralling bomb, it makes it more difficult. A great start.
Well, perfect start. He's Manukau. Good defensive set in their first attacking set. Close to the line has earned them 6 points in this all Auckland battle. Who knows? These two might be meeting in the final again. We don't know yet. There's a lot of good rugby league to be played. We saw some good results last week from Upper Central. Had a good win over Waikato. And, of course, South Island were plucky in there against Akarana last week. Feels like some wins might be coming for them too in the competition. So good start. Manukau as we see Elan Payne making a good tackle there. Oh, there was a nice shot there on number 8, Ezekiel Stard, who felt the full force of that one. Tasted the grass, as they say. Good carry from Leon Waimilo here. Otara Scorpions, former Kibra Park High School student. Keep your eye on him. There are 2 or 3 players here who have excellent pedigrees in rugby league and are highly rated. Now here's Ford, who put that high kick in. He grubbers this one through down to Kyan Alo. And Alo's going to start the set. The Akarana fullback, 35 metres out from his own line.
I thought Elaine Payne last week was sensational. I thought he delivered some real tight lines, and that's a mistake from the fullback. Alo, again, gifting the opportunity. Another mistake. I think they had a number of mistakes last week, compounding mistakes back to back, which put them under huge amounts.
Well, and thankfully for Akarana, from their perspective, they still managed to get the win. But with Counties Manukau, you wonder if they make the error mistakes in the numbers they did last week, whether it would be a different story this week, because there's some very powerfully looking players in this Counties Manukau team, and they've got field position here again.
They have. They're in a very tidy position here. It's within the 40 metre zone. And they're getting excited, of course. They never had to work hard for it. Now they've got the opportunity to come with some attacking structure.
The Counties Manukau off the scrum. Samuel at dummy half. And here a start again. He's already been hit hard a couple of times, but he's bounced out of all of the tackles. Got plenty of heart and courage, Ezekiel Start. Always a little dart away from dummy half from Proctor Harwood, who himself has a lot of experience at hooker, but he's playing in the centres today in this game. Here's Start again, now Holloman. Jacob Holloman getting close. The hard-working back row, the captain. Former Warriors development squad member. Hot on attack again as we... Leon Waimilo getting close once again, only 2 out. DeQ at dummy half, the try scorer. Here's Ford again. Ford with that little nudge through. This could end up anywhere. Oh, I think that player was in an offside position, surely. Referee Parkinson is going to give a penalty, surely, to Akarana.
Well, they've got over jail there. Again, under pressure. Now it's time to turn that around. And again, you go back to basics again. Get to completion, as we mentioned. Awful mistake rate last week, and again that way. So settle down into a bit of a rhythm. And as we know, Sue has been fantastic last week, and that's a great driving tackle.
Sue going backwards. In fact, he ended up before where he started. But great defence from Counties Manukau.
You got to go back to go forward that sometimes.
Sometimes. Here comes Tanielu. Joshua Talielu from Bay Roskill, already a Fox Memorial player. He is expected to pull his finger out today as Tawa goes over the halfway line. What an impressive start from the Stingrays here. As White carries the ball to Davies. And Fiatal Kauhiva, now Payne is trying to bust through some tackles, but he's well looked after by the Counties Manukau defence. White. Davies handles once again. Sebastian Hint with the kick. Chasing through his far air. Got a double last week, and he's overcooked the kick there, Sebastian Hint. And we're back to the 20.
That's all right. It's back to reset the line. Payne again. Most of their shape was around Payne last week, and it worked extremely well. His line running is extraordinary from outside in and very direct. And I think if there's the opportunities, it'll be around him, even if he uses the foil as well.
Tyson Sangyum to start the again, handled comfortably by the Akarana defence this time. It was Papuni Abbott and also JP White who muscled up on defence that time. Interesting to see if Counties Manukau can keep this intensity going.
Keep their momentum up and their energy levels. And it's really too when they're running one out that they can push, if they can have some push around them, just to take and defer the ability for Akarana to wrestle them on the ground and put them on their back.
Forward. That's a good ball, but well handled by the Akarana defence. Playing the ball there was Sam Hansen. And now here is Reno Wright with that kick. And he's kicked it out on the full. So the first major mistake there from Counties Manukau. The error rate's been excellent so far in these first 10 minutes until that point right there.
Yeah, it was simple too. It was he wasn't really under pressure. And again, they gift an opportunity, but also we get to see a bit of their defensive structure too and under pressure.
Well, this is the first time that Akarana have got a full set inside the Counties Manukau half. And once again, Sua is saying, not much.
Well,
He's been thrown in reverse.
They've been very aggressive in that first up contact.
Well, Hansen it was with a very good tackle again, but referee Parkinson doesn't like it. A little over-aggressive perhaps. Quite know what the penalty was there for. But this is good. This is what Akarana needed. Couple of back-to-back penalties, and now they're back into the 30. And now Sua tries again. He's not lacking in courage, and he just gets driven back this time.
Yeah, that's a good play from him. He gets knocked back. He comes back hard at him again. Roll your sleeve up.
And couldn't quite link up with Kauhiva. And now out it comes to Ioka, and here is the winger, Nathaniel Kama. First touch on attack for Kama. Payne hits it nice and strong, didn't quite get the timing just right for that run towards the line, and he's lost it. What's referee going to rule here? It's going to be a loose carry, and it's going to be a scrum to Counties Manukau.
Yeah, marred by those little mistakes again, creeping into the side. Payne, of course, coming up with some mistakes last week. But you could see there was so many opportunities on that far right-hand side. There was a good shape again, and the pass went astray, but you can see there's a limited amount of opportunities on that right-hand side. They've really got some threat there.
Well, so far, Counties Manukau have handled everything that Akarana's thrown at them.
Well, it's been forced by some of their defence too, hasn't it? And again, here we go, these nice tight lines out on their right-hand side. And again, this looked dubious at its best, and this is the chance, I guess, as a player when you get pushed back to offload it in a terrible position. I think that was what part of their fault last week.
Dangerous tackle there, has conceded a penalty again. Anthony Naitoko not happy with that one. Well, Elam Payne, we saw him driven back, lose the ball in that previous play there, Richie, and that's the threat that Elam Payne offers. They know he's a damaging runner, and that's why they swamped him.
Well, and particularly both their back rowers, aren't they? Left and right edge. They've really aimed up, they've identified the threats, and they've really at them in numbers.
Yeah, so far Sua and Payne have not been able to replicate their form that they were able to have last week. As we see Jacob Leong Waimilo start the set. Came back from Kibra Park High School as Hansen comes over the halfway line. He was good last year too for Auckland Blue. Holloban, nice little switch pass there. Brings Ezekiel Starden. Carry there from him. Taylor Papali'i. It is with his hands on the ball now, on the 30. Front rower last year, in the back row today. That's right. Out it goes to Ma. Pesalili Ma. Not the biggest winger, but certainly athletic and fast. And look, was there a little knock on in there? I think there was, yes. Better defensive set that time from Akarana, Richie.
Yeah, their defence has always been stoic, and most of the time they don't rush up. They hold their line well. They've trained it in the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks. They've adopted that defensive pattern. It's working for them. There's no players that rush out of the line. There's patience in it as well.
Kauhiva feeds the scrum. So 6 points to nil. They try to Q in the first couple of minutes for Counties Manukau. The hooker. Hint at dummy half for Akarana, and now Sebastian Sewer.
That's a tidy line there in between the A and B defender. That's smart.
Yes, Sewer, remember, is the son of Murphy Sewer, the former Black Caps cricketer, and a turnover there. Hands that time, nothing really much wrong with the pass. So let's see what Counties Manukau can do. Can they turn this into more points? Here's Holloban. He won't be driven back too much in this game. There goes TQ again. Right. Out it comes to Papali'i. Papali'i, good tackle coming in on him by Kauhiva, the captain for Akarana, number 6. Holloban will handle him first receiver again. Coming up to the last play now as TQ is going to have a dart from dummy half once more. He's very close. Good awareness by the hooker to see the opportunity unfolding before him there. Now Holloban. Poor pass this time. Let's see what Ford can make of this. Can he return? Repeat said he can't. He's overcooked the kick. And Akarana survives some pressure.
A lot of pressure coming at them. And again, there's a lot of opportunities around their ruck too. When there's a play on the ground, they are identifying it real quick. He was very good at that. And he's dangerous. He scored the first try. He's looking for another.
Kayanalo playing the ball. We haven't really Akarana get a good roll on in their set so far, have we?
Well, they just haven't found that rhythm because there's a mistake after mistake, so they have to really settle down. Both teams are guilty of it. But field position definitely in favour of Stingrays.
And Nathaniel almost squeezing between those two defenders there. Wasn't to be for another player who spent time at Kibra Park High School. Here comes Tanielu, the big, tall, athletic centre. Nice to see Akarana giving the ball a bit of width there. Fair goes to dummy half. Hint is going to fire it out. This is Fiatau Kauhiva. There goes the kick this time. A better set this time from Akarana. Oh, look out. Here comes the big pace from Pesali'i Ma. Is he going to go all the way? Alo is cutting him down, but I think Ma's going to get there. Oh, that is superb. How good was that try? Absolutely superb. Pesali'i Ma goes over to score a brilliant try.
Well, wow. That was a turnaround, wasn't it? The kicking game hasn't been strong in both these teams, but what they do well is they convert them extremely well. That's a lot of pace from Ma. And you can see Alo there just with plenty of pace too. Wasn't short of any speed, but his acceleration and his high-end speed is fantastic.
Well, it looked like he needed an oxygen tank at the end there. Still does, both in fairness to him. But Pesali'i Ma, absolutely brilliant. Otahu Leopards player, just recently into the sport as well. And hopefully we'll see more of him in space like that during this game. Brilliant try.
Love to see him get in from dummy half and weave his magic.
Pesali'i Ma. Brilliant effort. 10-0, and County have 2 tries in the bank, Richie. Quite different tries too, weren't they, in In retrospect, it was a little dart from dummy half near the posts, and then the long range side try. So forward right under the post, shouldn't have any problems with this one. So Ford converts to try from right in front. 12 points to nil with 19 minutes played.
Well, they're making every post a winner, the Stingrays. Against the grain, the kick across the field. Took him a while to get it. It was rolling on the ground. So there was plenty of time for the defence to move up. They were well short there, but he just showed incredible pace to get around one player and then to accelerate past the cover coming across from Arlo. But the desire was there, and he had a ton of pace.
Oh, plenty for Akarana to think about now. Down by 2 truncated tries. Remember, these games 35-minute halves, so 16 minutes to play until half-time. But all good from Counties Manukau as Ezekiel Stark begins the set for Counties Manukau. Papali'i, oh, nice little late pass there. And Counties Manukau looking dangerous again through Johnny Proctor Harwood. Papali'i again, hasn't he worked away nice and hard? And there we are, just as I talk him up, he's dropped the ball, Richie.
Commentator's curse. But he has been fantastic. He's really grabbed the scruff of the neck, and he's really driven forward with purpose. Gets on his front real quick, tries to deliver the foundation for his side, and he's done that extremely well today. Again, it's the hand on the ball around that's caused a few of the errors here. I've just got to be patient when getting up. It's direct running, powerful running.
Yeah, might have just got his arm knocked there by Fiatau Kauhiva as he was looking to place the ball. So it becomes Akarana with a good set here. Good opportunity to move through here. The Yorker it was. Now Papanui Abbott waits for the big prop to move forward. Akarana really need a score here. Give themselves some confidence in the very least. And Sebastian Sua hustles his way over the 20. Here's Hint. Ball running. Opportunity as Papuni Abbott carries for the second time in the set. 15 metres out now. And a penalty to Akarana. Referee Parkinson, who's slow on the tackled player. Here comes one of the replacement players for Akarana now. This is Yosua. Ioane Yosua out there now, and that was White. Change to Hint here. Nice change into Rick. Tanielu can run at the line here. Offload to the tackle. Oh, brilliant try. Sebastian Hint is over for Akarana. The value in an offload on full display there from Tanielu. It is 12 points to 4.
Well, some good running there. Sua started the run up on the left-hand side. They got the penalty in front, and then they ignited on the left. We know how good they are in terms of spreading the ball east to west, and they came back this left-hand side with a lot of shape, direct running from Seula. And again, with a nice little offload. Well-constructed set piece there, and a way to come back at Counties Manukau.
Yeah, look, Tanielu's got absolutely everything you want on a rugby league player, doesn't he, in the centres? Tall, athletic, good skill set, as we just see. He's got an on him, pace. He's a player who is worth keeping your eye on. Joshua Tanielu providing that try for Sebastian Hint. So here comes the conversion attempt now from Dui Palafa'e. We got a double last week. The only North Shore player in the Akarana side. He's from Northcote, although he is coming over to play for Richmond this season. And he has missed a conversion, so the score will remain 12 points to 4. But Akarana should be encouraged from how they completed their try.
Yeah, limited territory and possession, of course. But again, we know when they get the ball in hand, there is a lot of strike, and they can convert pretty quickly. So they've got that in their arsenal. They've just got to get down to the basics. Plenty of football on the side.
Well, one thing we could keep an eye on too is Counties Monaco's fitness. They started off with a hiss and a roar. Can they carry it on though? Will fatigue start to kick in? We will see as Sangyum restarts play. Akarana letting it a little bit off the kick return. Papuni Abbott once more. A nice tackle from Papali'i on him. Had him wrapped up. Here's Papuni Abbott once more. Now Davies is going to take the...
They tend to truck and trade a lot with their back row, don't they?
They sure do. Now White's going to nip away from dummy half here. Pinch 5, maybe 10 metres. Good tackle from Anson. Here's Sua once again. Tanielu. Oh, was that snuck forward? Yes, it was. Just half a metre forward as Fae was looking to create something from nothing.
Fae got, I think, late hit there. He went flying across the paddock. Yeah, let's have a look at that. That's a nice play there. A quick play the ball too. Ignited a bit more attack on that left edge. Identified, yep, go left. Sua offering an offload again in traffic. Yeah, just slightly forward, but again, positive football.
Yeah, good positive football from Akarana. 10 minutes out from half-time now. As Johnny Proctor Harwood's driven back. Good defence from Sua. Well, Sua got plenty of heart and courage, hasn't he? After being driven back 2 or 3 times early in the match, is coming back nicely into the game now. Papuni Abbott's work rate has been good on defence too for Akarana. Was a good tackle on Holloban. Here's forward with the ball. And once again, it is Jacob Leung Wai Milo. Inside the 30, goes to front rower, now forward. Can he measure this kick and find the turf? It has, oh brilliant bounce. A dream bounce forward, finishes with a flourish. What a great try. Beautifully done from Teriki forward.
Wow, this is absolutely awesome. I mean, a nice little chip in space and a brilliant bounce for Ford to take it. The presence of mind to understand that there is an opportunity just in between the fullback, just behind the defensive line, and a wonderful bounce.
Well, it sure was. Don't let the ball bounce in your own 10. I think even the best learned from that. Tedesco struggled with that recently in a pre-season game, I seem to recall. Led the ball bounce, and the part of the attacking team got the ball back, scored a try right away.
But again, it was just delivered precision, just in between, just in that little space there behind the defensive line. I think that's Fae coming off.
Yeah, look, we might just check. We might just check whether there was a that might have been a sin bin actually. Yeah, sure. I saw the referee hold his hands up. So we might just confirm that was a sin bin in just a moment as forward lines up this conversion attempt. Well, all of those kicks have been very handy for forward. So 3 converted tries.
That's 3 converted tries, you're right. And it's pushing a bit more pressure on the Akarana.
We're going to have a look at this try one more time. Oh, here's forward. And Fae, keep your eye on him, number 2 here.
Oh, he's kicked.
Yes. Goes in with the legs, so I think Tupala Fae.
So
Was it? Yes,
It's
okay.
a penalty.
Okay. So what's happened here, Richie? You explain what's happened as he lines up a second kick.
Well, it's a professional foul. After the try was scored, sent to the sin bin, and then he gets an additional 2 points or penalty in front. So, certainly that was a rush of blood from Fa'e.
So there's really, it's an 8-point try, isn't it? So it's not a penalty try, but it's more of an 8-point try, isn't it? 8-point try, isn't it? So 20 points to 4 is the score. So
well, this is a start and a half, isn't it, from the Stingray? They're really starting to apply pressure and turn the screw a bit more. It's just how are they going to respond to it is the key. This is where your leaders need to come and play, settle them down. Wow, that's an enormous kick.
It is an enormous kick, and that's going to drive Counties back for a line dropout. Well, those sort of the results you need when you've only got 12 players on the field.
It is certainly a big advantage for Akarana to come back. 5 minutes to go.
So yes, we can confirm it is Fa'e in the sin bin now for that incident that we saw that resulted in the 8-point try. So now Sua, let's see if Akarana can make something happen here, even though Fa'e is in the sin bin. Danielu, a vigorous play. The ball's lost momentum, therefore Akarana is hint, and Davies now tries to recover. There's a little thing, big impacts on momentum. Let's see if Hint can adjust here as Fiatale shrugs off a tackle. This might open up. It didn't. They'll shut super fast. What a shot there from Johnny Proctor Harwood, and now it's gone messy, and Akarana have spilled the ball. Double knock on, but Counties Manukau. Wow, what a shot there from Johnny Proctor Harwood.
There's been some beastly calls out that left-hand side with Papali'i Proctor coming up with some magnificent tackles. And that is one way to come up and stopping an attacking threat, isn't it? Out of the line and make the tackle count.
Wow, Counties Manukau, everything going right for them in this first half. 3 converted tries. And there's still time to play. Whoops. Straight away it's been turned over, and this should be play on a double knock on again. In fact, from Counties Manukau and Akarana. Wow.
Just fundamentals. It's staggering at times when you think just off the scrum. It's a simple play. And I guess when you take the eye off the ball, times it's just all you need.
But Akarana have got to make this count, Richie.
Yeah, they do. 3 minutes to go. Plenty of time.
Such a huge difference. 16 down, maybe only 10 down. Good hands, and there is the score. Just what they were looking for. Another try in this game. Akarana cut the gap to 12 with the kick to come. Very nicely done off the scrum.
Yeah, it looked like there was a block play happening, and then they hit the lead runner, if I'm right to say. But it was very effective. And again, it was shaped for a block play, and that was just a tip on, boom, boom, overlap, and to the winger. So that was just a well-executed play on that right edge. Again, we talk about that right edge being prominent today. Not a lot of ball, but a lot of threat. And that is the way to go into the second half, with a try, particularly under a couple of errors.
Just trying to pick up the try there. It looked like Kalan Clyde might have got it. We're just going to clarify that. I think it was Kalan Clyde, number 15. As we see Fiatale Kauhiva up this conversion. 19, thank you. Okay, Waikari Ratima was the try scorer. Waikari Ratima, utility player.
He's been in the Warriors system as well, hasn't he?
He has, and one of the new players in the Akarana team didn't play last week. Here's Fiatau Kauhiva with that conversion attempt. He's got some wind issues there too, with a strong wind blowing across the face there. Unconverted try. So 20 points to 8. So Ratima getting the try. Well, that was a needed score for Akarana. Just moments out from half-time. Sangyum to restart play. And that's an indication of just how strong the wind is. Just gave that a little nudge and it easily went 48 metres. Sua brings it back. And Sua's coming into the game nicely now. I'm liking the look of him.
He's not getting frustrated. He has been bent back a couple of times, but I think he's continued to be consistent at what he does.
He hasn't let it affect him, has he?
And I like the fact that he's tried different approaches too. He's cut back in the A defender, he's gone a little bit wider, but he'll just keep coming forward.
Here he is again. And that will end the first half. Pretty interesting first half, which Counties Manukau has certainly been the better of the two teams, with 3 converted tries to Kiu, to Ma, and 2 forward. 2 tries to Akarana's Sebastian Hint and Wakeri Ratima. So there is the halftime score, with Counties Manukau leading by 20 points to 8.
An England side on the rebuild.
Brilliant!
Face the mercurial Windies
Magnificent shot.
in 3 tests. England Tour of the West Indies. Live, Sky Sport.
Talofa, my name is Rd2. I'm an outside back for the one and only Chiefs Manawa. We are so excited to be part of the first ever Sky Super Rugby Aupiki. It's spectacular, it's phenomenal, and most importantly, it's a huge honour. Like, this moment's not going to come around twice, so it's truly up to us what we do with it. You know, in this day and age, you never know what tomorrow's going to bring, so when I'm standing there on that field, my boots on and that jersey on, and the whistle goes, oh, it's going to be huge moment for women's rugby, for me, for my family, and for my team, the Wahine Toa next to me, so this is huge.
The LPGA on Sky Sport gives you a front row seat to the Co Show.
Lydia Ko, one of the great rounds you're going to see.
Oh, what a shot. She's a savant.
Wonderful.
See the stars of the LPGA from the best seat in the house. All season long, live on Sky Sport.
Well, half-time here at Trust Stadium. Hope you're enjoying the coverage of this national NZRL 20s match between Counties Manukau and Akarana. Certainly a very competitive first half between two very well-drilled teams. We've had 5 tries in the first half, and 3 of them to Counties Manukau. This one here, the second try scored by Pealisi, Pesalili Ma, was sensational, Richie.
Yeah, it was a kick through. Defence was short on the right-hand edge. He showed a ton of pace to score the second try to put them forward 12-0.
Then Akarana came back, and this try here to Sebastian Hin of this beautiful little offload here.
Yeah, Tanielu, a nice little offload, a good shape, and a nice try on the left-hand flank.
And then we got this great try to forward. What about that bounce? And then action after he scored with that, just obscured by the post there, but Fa'e diving in there with his legs was penalised after the try. An 8-point try gave Counties Manukau a 20-4 lead, and then this an important try for Akarana to close the gap.
Yeah, 2 errors from the Stingrays, and they've gone right with shape, with a block shape, and a nice little pass on the right-hand edge to Ratima. And again, they're going to the half at 20-8.
So no tries converted by Akarana. So goal kicking's been good for Te Ariki Ford, who has 4 from 4, although they all have been from handy position. So there's the halftime score, 20-8. Stay with us. We'll have the second half for you right after this.
Breaker Nation is taking it to the next level. Tonight, live on Sky Sport.
They're the greatest of all time.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Hollywood icons. Watch now on Sky Movies Collection.
Artist, you have 4 hours to complete your portrait.
She's trying to find him through a different medium, and I think it's working.
Oh, holy monkeys, Batman.
Whoa!
Portrait Artist of the Year, March 29 on Sky Arts.
Look at that.
Imagine having your house judged.
Beautiful place. I want to go back. Can we go back?
No. By your nosy neighbours.
They're going to get in so much trouble.
The new series that settles the age-old question.
You walk around naked. No one can see.
Whose home will win the title?
It looks absolutely grand in there.
Of the best house in town. Starts Monday, March 28 on Living.
Oh my goodness. These athletes are absolute champions. We love this game.
Round 2 of the ANZ Premiership continues today with Tactic Stars, then Pulse Magic. Live Sky Sport 2.
All right, we're back at Trust Stadium. Thank you for staying with us. Second half not too far away between Counties Manukau and Akarana in the NZRL National 20s competition, the Reuben Wiki Cup, which has 5 teams this year. Fortunately, the defending champions, Central Districts, are not competing this year. They were a late withdrawal just before the start of the competition last week because of COVID. What a real shame we're not seeing them back to defend their title. They were great last year, and obviously the best team after beating Auckland Blue in the final.
Well, the region's growing, isn't it? The rugby league is starting to grow. Grassroots is starting to work nicely there, and there's a huge belief in that region. A lot of hard work clearly put in on New Zealand Rugby League.
And don't forget, we have matches coming out. Another match coming up this weekend in this competition. It'll be played in Christchurch, and that one will be between the South Island and Upper Central Stallions, which is the Bay of Plenty team. There's some pretty decent talent coming through from the Bay of Plenty team. And it was a big game today coming up on Sky Sport 4, and it's round 2 of the NRL between the Warriors and the Titans. 2 teams that lost their opening round last week. It's a point to prove, Richie.
There is, absolutely, and not the favoured way to start for the Warriors, but certainly there is always another week in our great game of rugby league, and the Titans are looking pretty fancy this year. They've bolstered their ranks. They've got some real threat there, coached very well. So, yeah, just a condolences go out to Oscar Danielson, their next Kiwi, Kiwi 454. He played 47 games for the Newtown Jets. He's a New Zealand Māori player, played the World Cup in 1968. So thoughts and prayers to the members of the Danielson family.
Yeah, and Olsen Filipina as well.
Absolutely. 2
great Kiwis passing in quick succession. But yes, so stay with us here on Sky Sport at kick-off at 5 between the Warriors and the Titans. And, of course, a lot of interest in Ash Taylor too, debuting for the Warriors in the halves against his former team on his old home ground.
Yeah,
so
he'll get excited, wouldn't he? And as we all know, that he is talent galore. So let's see him unleash his talents.
And of course, we've got a couple of players in this game right here who have experience in the Gold Coast. Jacob Leong Waimio, the prop, Montes Manukau, had a year at Kibra Park High School. Second half underway now. Elan Payne, the other one. As we get this second half underway. Straight away, Counties Manukau looking to make a good, strong burst upfield here to Sala, who's on the field now for the second half. And here's Holloman, who offloads in the tackle to Papali'i, who's been very impressive on this left flank.
Yeah, he's been impressive. He's rolled his sleeves up right throughout this whole match, and this is the way to start. They're laying the foundation. They're setting the tone for the second half.
Counties Manukau looking to spread it through forward. And up from fullback there is Sangyum. Nice little burst here from Anthony Naitoko, who almost lost it. Did well to hold it in the end. Sangyum into dummy half. Good to see Counties Manukau spreading it. Bit of width. High tackle there maybe coming in from Sua. Referee has allowed play to continue. And there's some stuff going off the ball there, but it's all good. There's the kick, and that one's a good kick too from Ford. Oh, has it bounced kindly for Counties? It hasn't. And unfortunately, it was Ratimau Clyde coming through there, just missing it.
Clyde struggled.
What a kick from Ford again.
Absolutely, he's peppering that. He's using it to his advantage, and the back three have struggled with it. Clyde on the right edge there. Struggled to get into the ball. It's not an easy ball to take, a sparring bomb in wind conditions, so it requires you to think quite differently. When the ball goes up, you've got to think everything of staying positive, a mindset, and knowing that you're going to get it. As soon as you have that little element of doubt, you're gone.
Here's Ford again, who's having a magnificent game in the 6th jersey, Naitoko. Well, Akarana have drifted quite well, but there's still a chance here. Oh, he's dropped it on the line. It looked like Pali. And it's just been dropped there by Counties Manukau.
That was awfully close.
In fact, there's some instructions, so the referee has given that penalty to Akarana.
Well, they've been extremely well for that first set. Really applying the pressure again. That was a decent run by Pali. He's come back against the grain, accelerated through, nearly got through. Ball pops out, penalty.
Akarana have been forward to their full 13 players now, with Faye back on the field.
Well, they've done well with reduced down to 12, having to score when they had one down as well. That's a really good defensive effort there.
Yeah, Holliban it is, although he's been skipped through there. Good tackle coming into from Stanley Hingano, number 21 from Counties Manukau, a cousin of Ata Hingano, former Warriors playing Canberra Raiders player. Might be playing in the UK at the moment, and there is a kick out on the full. You can't afford mistakes like that if you're trailing by 12 points.
No, it's not the best play at all. White coming through with that kick. Under pressure. Risky.
Well, full set in Akarana's half. And here comes Hingano. Nice pass. That was Naitoko coming through. Oh, here comes Q again. Almost over the line.
Rocked it nearly through off its Q run.
Hollipan. Here's Ford again trying to create havoc. Oh. Beautifully picked up. Looks like another try's coming here. And Saula has scored the try, which gives Counties an even bigger lead.
Well, they're good at capitalising on mistakes, aren't they? They've turned it, transition into attack. It's been dynamic, particularly on that left edge where they peppered through. Tiko has been magnificent, igniting the attack. And then they go wide. Ford, with his kicking game, has been extraordinary. And then the support play on the right-hand side, they just keep providing that opportunity. Sulala has been fantastic too. He's been robust through the middle. And he scores his first try of the game in a very important phase of the game too. 24-8 with a kick to come. I suggest he gets this. 26, that's a very decent start for the Stingrays.
So Ford again, he is having a fantastic game in the 6th jersey for Counties. And again, another kick, very handy to the posts. So 26-6. And they are looking comfortable now, Counties Manukau. I mean, he is having a fantastic game, Te Ariki Ford. Mangere East Hawks player.
Very important phase now for Akarana. Their energy levels will have to lift. Body language doesn't suggest that. They really need to lift this particular set.
Just clarifying too, number 15 for Akarana is definitely Ratima. So there's been a jersey switch between him and Kalan Clyde. So you see number 15 here on this right flank here is definitely Waikari Ratima. Scored that try in the first half.
My mistake there.
26-6 is the score. That is not in doubt, Richie Barnett.
Good carry.
It was a good carry by Saulala once again. Here goes Ford's kick. Finding space behind the line, and that's a beauty from Te Ariki Ford. Well, he's got the ball on a string today, Richie Barnett.
He has. He's controlled the game magnificently from dummy half. And the kick out, Ioka really didn't know what to do with that. Favouring the wind.
Got a good bounce. And so Counties Manukau got that 40-20. Here comes Saulala once again. To Q at dummy half, Holloban. Just been working away real solid. He almost reached out and scored the try, didn't he? To Q at dummy half once more. All Wright's lost the ball. Wasn't a great pass, to be fair. And here's Proctor Harwood going back to tidy up for Counties Manukau. It's on the field now. And here comes Papali'i. Taylor Papali'i looks to squeeze between those two defenders. To Q once again. Olibin, as he often is, first receiver. Here's Ford. What can he cook up this time? Sangyo, Mariko's to Naitoko. Naitoko, haven't seen too much of Pale game. The right winger has Ford again. We've seen plenty of him. Almost getting another try, but just overcooking that kick.
Oh, he's energetic, isn't he? He's always looking for opportunities. Defensive line comes out quick to apply the pressure, but Ford, as he has throughout the whole match, senses opportunities, good vision.
Looking to create something here for Akarana. And Tanielu, well looked after by the Counties Manukau defence. Hint is Sua once again. Hit hard again, but he offloads beautifully. Tanielu gets another opportunity. Hint. Here is White. JP White sneaking through, grabbing valuable metres. Akarana need all they can get at the moment is Vietau Kawiva. Again, the Counties Manukau defence, very few missed tackles in the game, Richie, been very solid without the ball. Hit hard as Elam Payne, but he bounces out of it nicely.
That was a nice contest against Papali'i.
Fast play the ball as well. Clyde almost sneaking through here, the Northlander. And there is a penalty there. That marker wasn't square. Keep your eye on number 19, Kalan Clyde, a very useful prospect out of Northland. And the youngest in the Akarana team, as we see, Robert Davis. Robert Davis almost there. Clyde again from dummy half. White still out on the field to Hint. Hint! Almost intercepted by Naitoko.
That was a delayed pass, a floppy pass.
Well, if Naitoko got that one, Richie, it was see you later, alligator.
Just here, just sweeping there. Fine line.
Akarana looking for something here, and play's just going to be put on hold here for just a second. Referee Parkinson.
Experienced ref. Domestic league.
Just other players, I think, has got a few problems. In fact, it's been a remarkably injury-free game. In fact, that's the first stoppage we've had in the game, and it is Madison Tekiu. Remember, got that first try of the game in the first few minutes. Four tries to 2. Comes Akarana, almost through, and in fact through, yes, to score. Did he force the ball? Yoaka, and no, he's held up. How did he not score that?
How did they not score that? It was a magnificent effort from the edge defenders.
Here's Payne. Akarana again through White. That one's touched, so tackle count will restart. Hint picks up the loose ball for Akarana. And they stay on that short side through Clyde. Good little dart. Papuni Abbott to Sewer, who's going to drive over and score, is he? He's held up. In fact, he's just short. Sebastian Sewer. Must only be meters in that one. Clyde hauls it out to Hintz. Let's see what shape they have here. They go short to Elam Payne. Elam Payne trying to brush off tacklers. The line's right there again. He's held up. Another penalty.
Courageous defence there. 2 on the line. They've gone over the line. They've had numbers there. I think the go is for Akarana is really to go with the short plays out wide, rushing up.
Tower. Akarana have must really score in the set here to get back into this contest. Here's Fiatau Kauhiva. He's going to get the... He's got the score, the captain. And there is the third try in the game for Akarana. And it's scored by Dukes, Fiatau Kauhiva.
Well, it's a good reply, and I think the short structure against the Stingrays is the way to go. A nice shape on the right edge, players in motion, and it's given him an opportunity. He's a strong carrier of the ball too. Fiatau Kauhiva.
He's a good solid half, isn't he? And 26 points to 12, still a long way back for Akarana. Remember, goal kicking's been critical in this game, Richie, with all of the 4 tries that counties have scored being converted by Te Ariki Ford, and they've all been scored in good positions. And of course, then we had the 2-point try as well, so that's been a major factor on the scoreboard.
It's a very interesting, particularly with a bit of momentum, how you can get tries back to back, you know, in games like this. And if they drop Counties Manukau Stingers, they just drop a little bit. It makes all the difference.
It's an important kick here. And the wind is going to sneak it back in. Good effort there from Fa'e, who's converted that try. And it is 26 to 14. Still plenty of time left, 20 minutes to play. Tuipala Fa'e, we hope he learns from that incident in the first half. Have a look at this try one more time from Dukes. Fiatau Kauhiva. Squeezing between those 2 defenders, finishing it off nicely.
There's a lot of traffic there, still gets through.
Oh, it's kicked out on the full, so Akarana more position coming up for them on the halfway line.
Well, you just wouldn't read about it, would you? Off a kick-off, you think you just play safe, get the ball down the middle.
And this is where you want urgency from Akarana here. So we see Ratima start, they can get a good roll on here, Richie. Score back-to-back tries. All of a sudden, they'll start to fancy themselves. That was a good little burst from White. Clyde waits.
That's a good run.
Harpooni Abbott, nicely timed pass two from Clyde, wasn't it? Kalan Clyde again. He gives it to White, who's lost it. That's unfortunate for Akarana. Counties have it.
Well, they had the ruck speed, didn't they? The ruck speed, they had foundation to play off the back end of it.
Yeah.
Just a mistake again. Defence was great coming up off the line. Apply the pressure.
Sangyum, good tackle from Sua. And there's a run from dummy half from Titanian Pale, who's driven back nicely by number 19, Ratima. In fact, Kalan Clyde it was again. He's a gutsy little player, is Kalan Clyde. Remember watching him at the under-18s youth tournament last year, Richie. Good player coming out of Northland. There's the kick.
It's a good spiral.
And nicely taken there by Isam Yoka for Akarana. Fair not making too many metres there for his team. Papali'i will seal off the ball. Oh, Ratima's lost the ball and Counties come back with it again. And these errors really starting to hurt Akarana as Ezekiel Start begins to set on the halfway line. Oh, Hollobin, was that pass forward? It was. Well, so basic mistakes creeping into both teams at the moment.
Yeah, just that ball security. You know, running into collision, you've got to keep that security of the ball. Oh, that's way forward. Poor running. Apply pressure to the hooker. Got that timing right.
Oh boy, that doesn't look too good, does it? Is that Madison TQ? He is unable to walk at the moment.
Well, he's had a brilliant game. He deserves to get carried off. But a pivotal change too.
Well, he was smiling. So maybe it wasn't so bad as Tanielu. Oh, if he'd freed up the ball there, that would have been interesting. But he's still going. Joshua Tanielu, good hit there by Stanley Hingano on him. Good run by Tanielu, the centre. See White hit hard by Start. Robin in there making a tackle too for Counties Manukau. Here comes Tower finding space behind the ruck. Kenny Tower takes the fullback on. Good tackle from Sangyum. Fast play the ball could have. Counties in big trouble here as Clyde has a jump from dummy half. Can't quite get it, but referee Parkinson's given a penalty.
Well, they were offside too. It could have been a penalty try. That was a great run, Henry Toa.
Yeah.
They were offside. You can see Hollobin coming off on an offside position.
A bit more cramp coming in. I mean, this is the first game for Counties Manukau in the competition. So I've got to hang on for another 16 minutes here, Richie. This game isn't done yet.
It's not done. And you've got to cue off. A player that's off that significantly has made a difference to this game.
Well, number 19, the man with the ball in his hand there, Kalan Clyde, he's injected a bit of pace around the ruck, hasn't he?
He has.
And here he is instrumental here with Dukes Kauhiva finishing off. That was the last try scored by Akarana.
Just good ruck recognition as well.
So Counties Manukau hard on defence. Tower, that's simple. Too easy, gap wide as the entire field pretty much there. Kenny Tower goes over untouched. And now it is game on. Akarana closing to within probably 6 points.
Well, hats off to him. He made that compelling run early on. Nearly scored. It was a penalty try, I thought. And he's come back with a run, a real determined run, to put the side only 6 points behind if they get this kick And you're right, it's been to the left and right of the posts. So this is completely turned.
Kenny Tower, another player with Australian experience, played for Ipswich Jets under-18s in 2020. And there's Fa'e with the simple conversion next to the post, 26-20. And I think that nice positive run to halfway from Fa'e just symbolises the enthusiasm that Akarana are playing with at the moment.
And it is all energy. All energy in rugby league. Defensively, in attack, generating ruck speed, energy in the defence. And this has completely changed. So it's really important that they do start talking amongst themselves, the Counties Manukau side, to lift and provide that energy that you need. Like when this kick chase will be the first probably opportunity that you'll see if the attitude's changed.
Well, there's been basic mistakes by Counties Manukau, haven't there? You know, kick out on the full, simple handling errors. And one thing Akarana have been able to do in the second half is actually turn those errors into points, unlike the first half. Let's see if Counties Manukau are able to eliminate those errors over these last 16 minutes. Whoa, stolen by Ford. A clean intercept there. Ford having a big impact as Naitoko goes from dummy half.
He's the intercept king.
Played on the wing last year, Naitoko for Auckland Blue in this competition. Here comes Counties Manukau. This is Harlan Tenamu. He's off the interchange into the game now. Holibin. He takes a hit up. Counties could seal the game, perhaps with a try coming up here if they can do it. Sangyum really hasn't had any opportunity to show us what he's capable of in this game. Let's see if Counties Manukau can make something of this. This is Frank Bainiani, who's playing the ball now. Ford ran behind a player there, but play continues. And it's picked up nicely there by Uipala Fa'e, and it is Akarana ball.
Well, Ford's come out a number of times on that right edge. It's a cramp again. We've got cramps all over the place. But Ford's come out a number of times on that right edge and forced some errors, and he's also been so close to getting that ball. So these two parts to that, you either hold the ball and run at the line and play short, or target him. Look at that. He's out of the line. There's so many opportunities around inside out.
Well, you know, the good halves in this game. Oh, here's an attack on the short side here from Alo. The good halves, they just seem to pop up in the right spaces, don't they? The right times. And Ford is certainly one of those halves.
Well, you'd be almost lining up your fullback around an inside ball around Ford.
Oh, there's Sebastian Sewer, who's again having a monster game out on that left flank for Lana.
Yeah, strong.
I touched on earlier the son of Murphy Sewer. Of course, 20 years ago, if you're you'll be very familiar with Murphy Sewer. Big, tall, lanky, rangy left armer, Richie.
Yeah, he could throw it down.
Yeah. Played a few tests for the Black Caps. And here is this boy hitting it up in here nicely. Number 12, Sebastian. Went to Auckland Grammar, then moved to Kings. Played first 15 for Kings College. Hard-working back rower. As we see Akarana moving into the red zone again here through Papuni Abbott. Clyde is staying on the field as White hauls it out to Dukes Fiatau Kauhiva. Here's Payne running at the line. Payne, nice pass. This is looking good for Akarana. Good defence from Counties. They drifted over nicely. Ioka couldn't get across the line, but did well to stay in the field of players. Payne looks to drag a few defenders in, create maybe some space out wide. As Clyde is looking to utilise now a dummy half, and he will go to the open side through Fiatau Kauhiva. Papuniaba, good tackle on the big, tall front rower, but he shrugged off a couple of tackles. Fast play the ball. Clyde's going to have a dart dummy half, but there's no space there for the young fella. Here's Fiatalco. He didn't get the ball into the in goal, and Counties Manukau going to survive. They did pretty well there not to concede the try.
They did extremely well defensively. Payne was fantastic on that right edge, going at the line, going through post, and passing the ball out late, and they nearly scored on their right-hand side. And again, he delivers another pass, another run on the left-hand side, and they had some opportunities on the left. Again, defence from Counties, outstanding.
It's a good tough carry from Hansen. Here comes Tenamu. Counties coming off their line effectively here. No depth on that kick at all. No, if that was the right tactic, what was the thought behind that one? I don't know. Really, distance was required there, and now a full set of 6 inside the 30 for Akarana with 10 minutes to go. White. Clyde delivers effectively again as Ratama gives it to Tanielu. Plenty of touches for the big left centre in the last 5 minutes. Clyde again. Oh, it's a penalty. It's a penalty.
It's only when you blow the whistle you realise the edge was on, but foresight.
Here's Sua. Big moment in the game here.
That's a good carry
for both teams. Can Counties Manukau keep out Akarana as Payne looks to inflict his name on the Counties Manukau side, but good tackling that time from Bainiani. Oh, was that a little knock on? Yes. Just a communication problem there between Fire and Clyde, and there's the error that Counties Manukau were looking for.
So all you need, a little indecision. Who's going to grab it? There you go. It was lining up on the left edge. Yeah, just a poor pass. And again, communication's such an important part of the game, isn't it? Putting your hands up, saying it's me, I've got the ball, and take ownership in that, because it's very hard from the dummy half when you've got players around you. You've got to put your hands up and you've got to call for the ball.
Well, this has been a pretty even contest as it's unfolded, Richie. It's been pretty even, and really it's going to come down to who makes the fewest errors. That's what it feels like as we see Sua go around the neck there of Naitoko.
I think patience might be a word they should be using in this game, this part of the game right now for the Stingrays.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hansen's through for Counties Manukau. Good chase, good tackle. Couldn't quite link up with his winger there, Hansen. Here goes a good run upfield, excellent run upfield from Titanian Pale. Sanyum sniffing around as well as Naitoko. Looks to beat defenders, but Akarana handle him. Kenny Tower, good solid tackle on him. Right. Oh boy, here's a chase for the ball. Sanyum going back. Sanyum injured. Cramp made that right calf. Play on is the call. Here comes the left winger into the action now. This is Mart. We saw that fantastic try from him in the first half. He hasn't touched the ball since hardly. Here's forward. Hansen again, who made that big break. Like a look at Sam Hansen. He's had a good solid game. Played a lot in the middle too. Papuniaba with the tackle. Whoops. Untidy play the ball, and that is a momentum killer for Counties Manukau.
Well, they had the momentum, and they were the quick play of the ball. He tried to play that as quick as possible. As we said before, I think patience sometimes when you've got a 6-point lead. Look at this. Wow. Your hands on the ball. I mean, his hands are all over it.
Frank Bainiani.
But he got away with it.
That's a great run from Frank Bainiani, who's made an impact off the bench, but just a little hard on that play the ball. 7 minutes to go. Fair hit hard again by Taylor Papali'i. Oh, look out. What a great run here from Ioka. He's on his lonesome here. Good tackle from Sangyum, but a fantastic bust there from Isam Ioka. Now, let's see what happens from Fair. This is Tawa. Remember, he got that last try. For Akarana, penalty again.
Advantage.
Referee Parkinson choosing to give Akarana a full set.
I'd like to see that be an advantage play.
Let's see if Tawa and his teammates here can get the try, which could potentially lock up the scores as Clyde. Gives it out to Ratima now. Papuni Abbott. Papuni Abbott's going to score! Well, a wonderful try from Paua Papanui Abbott at 24-26.
Oh, the forwards have had a magnificent start to this game. And that was an extraordinary run by Papuni Abbott. He's been strong throughout this whole match. Kenny Tawa is being fantastic too. They've rolled their sleeves up. They've made some inroads right throughout this game. They've bought some really big plays in the last 5 minutes, haven't they?
Paua Papuni Abbott, a Warriors Academy member 2 years ago. Super player, ex-New Zealand resident, 16s and 18s player, and we are locked up at 26 all. This is quite a comeback from Akarana. Remember, it was 20 points to 4 at stage in the first half. And there is the scores all. No golden point in this competition in pool play. So
Counties will need to find another gear.
Well, 4 minutes to go. This game's got another try in it, Richie.
Absolutely. There's been many opportunities. And I feel there is a try coming.
Well, let's see if... I've got a funny feeling the team that's going to complete these next 4 minutes without an error is going to be the team that'll win the game.
Put it on the line, Glenn.
Let's see. Here's the try scorer, Papuni Abbott. A young player who is certainly capable of playing above his age, as we've seen in the 2 games that he's played. Here's JP White. Flung to the deck by number 10, Leong Wai Milo. Coming in there from Harlem, Tenamu for Counties Manukau on Sua. Oh, there goes Clyde, sneaking away from dummy half. 15 valuable metres. Now, if he can get to his feet quickly to play it. Fair keeps it on the short side. Sua runs at them. Sebastian Sua almost through, and Clyde picks it up again. Clyde, brilliant. Fair. And I think that might have been knocked on. Let's have a look and see what referee Parkinson's ruled. It's an end of the set.
That was so close. The tackle was fantastic. He nearly got boot to ball, but he got tackled and it dropped down to the floor. Unfortunate. A lot of cramps going on at the end of the match. Ford has been extraordinary. He had a fantastic tackle there on the right edge. They desperately need him for the last few minutes.
Sure do.
Sua's been brilliant, an offload there, and then they ignited that attack just so close. Again, what a fantastic tackle from Naitoko. Desperation.
Well, just on 3 minutes to play.
I'll put it down. Ford could have some influence in this last 3 minutes. Does he create?
Still got injuries happening. Looks like it's cramps. Gee, what the heck is going on?
Well, I've got to supply them with the minerals of my products.
What's the old wife's trick? Not got enough salt in their diet or something?
Salt.
Yeah.
Oxygen.
Is that true? Is that even true when it comes to cramp?
Oh, magnesium and all that, and then you've got mineral deficiency and you've got oxygen intake, and it's a combination of many. And now they've got the breathing now, so that...
Well, 26 each. Just a chance to reflect here on this game. 5 tries to 4, in fact, it is. Counties have scored more game. Rather, Akarana have scored more tries in the game now than Counties. And this is quite a comeback. Remember, Counties Manukau led before halftime 20 points to 4 after Ford got that 8-point try. 20 points to 4. Look, it was shut the gate, Richie, wasn't it? It was all over.
Yeah, and there was stages through the game where they needed to convert Akarana, and they did at a time in the second half where they went back to back tries based on some errors as well. And again, the kicking's been a bit of the difference and could be ultimately the difference. It has been. With Ford out as well, that's going to have a major influence in this game.
Well, Ford looks like he's walking very gingerly there. He's giving the body language that he's not confident that he's going to get through the game without another cramp.
You can see the players now aiming up, rush defence here, applying the pressure on. It's quick line defence there already. I just see them go wide.
I've just gone back through my notes. 20 points to 4, and of course in the second half, Counties Manukau did lead by 16 again, 26 points to 8. So 18 unanswered points here for Akarana. 3 converted tries as Naitoko, who's had a pretty decent game in that right centre position for Counties Manukau, heads up towards the halfway, and now forward again.
Okay, so he's weaving them around the field here. I just wonder if he comes back to that right side. Don't say it's another cramp.
Leung Waimilo, it is this time.
Oh no, it doesn't
look like cramp, does it?
Although I've looked like I've broken my leg and had a cramp.
He's heavily strapped around that right hamstring.
Just a bump on the knee when he went down to bump off a player. Nice play though, inside ball, double inside ball.
Well, didn't look too much in that one, but looks like Leung Waimilo in trouble, the Otara Spins player. Yeah, well, interesting game. It's been a bit slow through the last few minutes with these injuries. Let's remind you, we've got another game coming up tomorrow between the Silent Scorpions and the Upper Central Scorpions, the Bay of Plenty-based team. That one kicks off at midday from Christchurch on Sky Sport 4. Looking forward to that one. South Island, of course, playing Akarana last week, losing 24-16, and Upper Central having a comfortable win against Waikato on the scoreboard. It was really interesting, and I had a chat to Rob Taingahui, the coach of the Upper Stallions team, earlier on in the week. Richie, you had a good win last week, and he goes, look good on the scoreboard.
Nice. There's a bit of work to do, clearly.
Yeah. Leung Waimilo looks like he is done for the game. So Saulala is coming back on. De Q, who looked like he was out of the game earlier, he's back on there now.
Big addition.
Who's going to...
He'll be scouring around. He'll be watching every play from dummy half. And when there's an opportunity, he will go.
He's going to be the big-time player in these next 2 minutes. Saulala with that first carry. DeQ at dummy half, forward. Forward, though, spiral bomb again. They've got that one nicely, though, Tanielu. In fact, it's Ioka who got that one. Those spiral bombs earlier in the match from forward have been very, very effective. It's Nathaniel Kama. Brings the ball back here for Akarana. Clyde out to White. They're running it from inside their 30. Here's Sua. And a big game in the 12 jersey.
He's been massive.
White. Nice angled run from Papuni Abbott. And some excellent post-contact meters made by the front rower. Good leg drive in that run as Clyde keeps it on the short side. Here comes Tanielu threatening. Good tackle from Naitoko. That had to be made, that one. Clyde, front foot running ball here, the small and young hooker. This could be the match winner, Clyde. And that's the end of the set. It's a changeover. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's just desperation. Their defence has been staggeringly good. Their cover defence, and look at them. It's not, it's one's cramp and one's got heartburn. Clyde, look at this. This was magnificent. They just put the foot to the pedal, and look at this nice little acceleration through the defence to come through to stop that.
He just needed a support runner, didn't he?
He did. Yeah,
just needed a support runner, and it was all over.
Well, they're going to be down to 7 players. There's more people coming. There's more staff on the field than there is players.
I think referee Parkinson just said, I've just had enough of this stuff. Let's play on, lads. Holliman. Elam Payne desperately trying to put a big shot on to try and rattle the ball loose. Force that last error for maybe one more chance in this game. Oh, as he offloads Papali'i. Here is the last play of the game. Ma, right. Oh, man. Here's that with a big shot. And it's going to finish a draw. Well, what a game between these two Auckland teams.
What a way to finish. It was a popping tackle.
Jeepers. And that has got the job done. These two big Auckland-based teams, nothing can split them. At full time, it's 26 apiece.
Watch the Hungry Jacks NBL take it to the next level.
Talofa, my name is Rd2. I'm an outside back for the one and only Chiefs Manawa. We are so excited to be part of the first ever Sky Super Rugby Opaki. It's spectacular, it's phenomenal, and most importantly, it's a huge honour. Like, this moment's not going to come around twice, so it's truly up to us what we do with it. You know, in this day and age, you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. So when I'm standing there on that field, my boots on and that jersey on, and the whistle goes, oh, it's going to be a huge moment for women's rugby, for me, for my family, and for my team, the Wahine tour next to me. So this is huge.
The LPGA on Sky Sport gives you a front row seat to the Co Show.
Lydia Co. One of the great rounds you're going to see.
Oh, what a shot. This is a savant.
Wonderful.
See the stars of the LPGA from the best seat in the house. All season long, live on Sky Sport.
This is going to be a great battle. That is absolute chaos. Unbelievable drive. Shane Van Gisbergen. What a pleasure it is to shout this out loud. Supercars are back. How good is that?
1, 2, 3, 4 tries in the game to Q, Ma, Ford. 3 of them came in the first half. Just the one try for the Stingrays in the second half came through interchange player Metanoia Saulala. And then we saw Hint Ratima get tries for Akarana before half time. And then in the second half, they really started looking, didn't they? Here's the first try in the first half to Akarana. In fact, no, this is County's try, isn't it? In the second half. number 17. In fact, it's Hansen that's gone over and scored that try. So we've robbed Hansen of a try. That's Sam Hansen. Get a try.
Hansen.
So I've changed my notes there. Got to get that right. And now the big comeback came from Akarana. This try from Fiatau Kauhiva was the first of 3 tries to end the game for Akarana. There's the second to Taua. And then the third came from his front row buddy, Papuni Abbott, who crashed over from close range as well. Just taking advantage of some slack defence there.
This is great footwork coming across the grain.
That was the end of the game. So 26 all. Really interesting game as I think the Counties Manukau captain is standing by, Jacob Holloman. He's with Fred Dion.
What a great game of footy. Must be good to be back on the field.
That was bloody awesome, mate. Awesome, good first hit out, and yeah, really enjoyed that.
First game of the competition, you must be really pleased with the way your team played today.
Yeah, especially after their first game as well. So yeah, the boys will be chuffed with that. Good on them.
And they really came back at you. 20 points for you guys up, and then hanging on there at the end.
Yeah, momentum really changed in that game, and yeah, I'm glad we could hold on.
And at the end, a few boys cramping up, a few tired boys tonight.
Yeah, I reckon we're all going to sleep pretty well tonight.
Well done, mate. Great game.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, there we are, Jacob Holloman, the captain there of Counties Manukau. Good to see a smile on his face at the end of the game. And we had an epic comeback from Akarana. And we're going to have Duke's Fiatau Kauhiva now having a chat to Fred.
Fantastic game today. Good to be out there.
Yeah, really good to play again. Started off with the season before the season starts. Yeah, it's really good to get it out.
Last week your team faded a bit and let the opposition in. This week it was the other way around. You guys really momentum shifted and you really came at them at the end. Almost got a win.
Oh yeah, just a few change-ups. After watching the game, we just decided to pick up off what we all our mistakes and just try and feed off that. Yeah.
And what was said at half-time, man, to try and get the team back into it?
Just work and comms up. No matter what the call is, just work off it. Every call is always going to be a bad call if it comes against us, but we just got to learn how to feed off that and carry on.
Yeah, well, it was a fantastic game to watch. Well done, mate.
Oh, thank you. You have a good one.